Kitchen and McGregor and Gladiolus, with your car out of gas, say amen. I'd really like to be here. First, I want to introduce a gentleman to you, Mr. Gene Carroll. He's our cameraman over here. Tonight, we are very fortunate to have with us Mr. Lee Earl. This young man and I, we've been in touch with each other for some 2 or 3 months concerning this show here tonight. Mr. Earl has been all over the country, tickling the people with his act, and tonight we're very fortunate to have him. Now, his fee, ordinarily, he has a flat fee. We were lucky enough to get him to come tonight just on a contribution basis. Tonight, you will be given an opportunity to contribute to this as you feel free to do so. So, without any further ado, we'd like for your entertainment, Mr. Lee Earl. Lee?
Well, thank you, Jim. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lee Earl. I am what's known as the magic comedian. Therefore, tonight you can expect is as a combination of magician and comedian. So tonight you can expect to see me magician, come on, a comedian. Now now what I'm going to do is, oh, by the way, I'd like to welcome all of you here to Leisure Park's first annual Lee Earl Semi-Free Show. Now we call it a semi-free show. That means you get in for nothing. Yeah, that's right. Later on, we're going to lock the doors and pass that out. All right? It's just like church. You're expected to put something in, but now you get to see the show first, decide how much later. I'm going to show you, first of all, some magic. Now, you know, the reason I use cards like this, it's a whole lot better than giving the chickens and the cheap seats telescopes. And these, by the way, are genuine playing cards. Playing cards. Playing cards. Now, look, you might as well enjoy it. That's the best it's going to get. All right, now, I would like to show you a little magic that, well, a little card game they used to do on the riverboats. It's called the three-card Monte. Unfortunately, three-card Monte is illegal in Florida. We must use 4 cards. Having satisfied the law, I will now show you three-card Monte. You'll notice there is an ace. That's the money card. 2 blank cards, they're not. The ace goes in the center. Trust your eyes. I'll show them to you one more time. Remember now, that card is a blank card. That card is an ace, and that is a blank card. Now, you, sir, were watching very close. Which of the 3 should be the ace, top, center, or bottom? The center, did you say? Oh, he said it. Well, I was talking to him. All right. The center card. Does a chicken have lips? No, it's not the center card. As a matter of fact, if you were to look close, it's not the bottom card, it's not the center card, it's not the top card. It's the one down here. I'll Cut the rope right there. Oh, here. Try using scissors. All right. I think you'll find those will work, which is more than I can say for my brother-in-law. He doesn't work. You have one of those too. I think there's one standing outside the window now. Make up your mind. You come inside and see the show or get lost. One or the other. No good of standing out there where the hat doesn't come around. Cut the rope in the center. That's the girl. Cut exactly. I gave you the wrong scissors. Well, now we have two ropes exactly the same. Uh-oh. See, they're not the same length. They're supposed to be the same length. Oh, we're going ahead. Now we have two ropes exactly the same length. Sometimes they stretch a little. Janice, is it? All right, Janice, trim the rope off nice and even right there, all right? Good. Now, two ropes exactly the same length. I'm reaching the end of my rope. Trim it off nice and even. Two ropes exactly the same length. Two ends hang down, two ends hang up. The rest of this isn't nearly as much fun as some of those teenage kissing games, but it's equally as not. I say it's equally as naughty. Now, Janice, may I have the weapon, please? Thank you. Gonna teach you how to restore the two ropes back together. You want to know how to do it? You have to follow instructions. You promise to follow instructions? Okay, take off your clothes. Oh, well, that's another trick altogether. Janice, when I count one, I want you to stand up straight. Wait till I count. When I count two, you take a deep breath and hold it. When I count three, blow in the knot where the ropes are tied together. Simple as that. Ready? One. Stand up nice. Oh, my goodness. Over there may be a little snow on the roof, but there's a fire to burn it. All right. Two, take a deep breath and hold it. When I count inept and slow. I think the opposite is true. She is slow, inept, and clumsy. But I would like for you to have a souvenir of tonight's show. This is the knot which you shot off the rope. Take that knot home. Place it under your pillow, and no matter where you go, I'll find you. Many times, ladies and gentlemen, a magician gets accused of cheating, reading the backs of the cards. Well, since they're invisible, you can't read the mark, therefore you can't cheat, therefore the trick has got to be honest, you see. Now, a deck of cards like this reminds me of the Dallas Cowboys, cheerleaders. All the same on the back. All different on the front. Now, what I'm going to do is to toss this pack of cards into the audience, and let's see. How about the lady in the yellow blouse? I won't ask you to come up, but please catch the cards, okay? You don't have to duck. Just catch the cards. There we go. Catch the cards, ma'am. You got them? All right, will you shuffle the cards, please? Take them out of the box first. Now shuffle the cards. Shuffle the cards. Thank you. Would you now hand them to the lady sitting on your right? Will you give the cards a complete cut? That means put the top half on the bottom. Or the bottom half on the top. Now hand it to the gentleman sitting next to you. Sir, would you spread those cards in your hand face down? Turn to the lady on your right and say those 3 words which will strike fear and terror in the heart of any woman. I want you to say, take a card. Take a card. Don't let me say it. Was that card an ace? Was it? No. How can you tell? All right, as long as it wasn't an ace, I would like for you to show it to all your friends. This shouldn't take long, kids. Now, the gentleman who has the cards, turn them face up in your hand, sir. Great. The lady that has the 1 card, remember it, place it face down in the face-up deck. That means put it back. Tonight. Thank you, sir. Close the cards. Hand them to the lady on your left. Will you please cut the deck several times so no one knows where any of the cards are? Do you know where any of the cards are? They're in your hand. Hand them back to the lady who still has the box. Put them back in the box, please. You dropped one. She picked it up. Now, if you'll buy that, I have some waterfront property in Arizona. Didn't used to be till last month. All right, now how about a hand for these 4 people for helping? What we have is an invisible imaginary deck. Shuffled, cut, spread, 1 card taken out. My only clue is it was not an ace. Then it was put back in the deck upside down. The deck was closed, cut several times. They don't know where it is. Put back in the box, thrown back to me, at which time it took shape. And now, for the first time, and the first time only, please tell me the name of the card you chose, both suit and denomination. Do not say Blue Surgeon Presbyterian. What was your card? Nice and loud. The 7 of what? Excuse me. The 7 of what? The deuce of hearts? Who else saw that card? Did you see that card? Was it the deuce of hearts? You're going to stick together, aren't you? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, in this pack, there is 1 and only 1 card, which is face down in the face-up pack. Let's look for it. There it is, right near the center. No others, only 1 face-down card to face up. What was your card again? two of hearts. So it is. For example, down here we have a frustrated circus clown. Now, you can also tell a great deal about a person by the type of jewelry that he or she chooses to wear. And prominent psychics suggest that if that jewelry is gold, and if it is circular, like a ring, that jewelry, the precious metal, will absorb parts of the personality, and you can actually tell something about the person by concentrating on that circle of gold. Now, I'd like to try a little experiment tonight. I call it an experiment because it doesn't always work. But what I'd like to do is to take a look at a couple of men's gold rings. Now, not signet rings, or Masonic rings, or solitaire rings. I don't want a wedding ring. I want something with some character. Y'all the men are going like this. and I promise to take good care. Let's take a look. Take a look at a couple of gentlemen down here. How about, may I take a look at that ring, sir, for a moment? Can you slide it off your hand? It won't make it. I need to have one. How about that one, sir? Can you slide that one off just for a moment? Very good. Thank you. Now, that's a nice ring. That is a nice ring. I see they even left the place for the stone. All right, I'll get this right back to you, sir, in just a moment. How about back here somewhere? Is there someone else that has a ring I might take a look at for just a moment? Someone back here. Come on, fellas. I need a one, or the show's going to come to a dead halt. How about, that's not gold. Let's see. How about this gentleman? You look like, no, not here. Not here at all. Okay, come on. This can't be that kind of a crowd. Oh, there's one right there. All right, can you slip it off for just a moment, sir? Thank you, ma'am. All right. You a plumber, sir? That's what I thought, because I've seen cleaner rings in bathtubs. All right. I'd like to get a third one just to make it a nice even number. How about over here? Aha, there is one over here. Very good, sir. What's your name? Oh, yeah, it says so right here. It says to Fred, with love, from all the guys. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you some magic with these three rings. I'm going to tell you something about each of these fellows. I'm going to tell you something about this fellow, and especially about this fellow. Now, this fellow here is going to go home from tonight's show absolutely amazed. This fellow is going to go home merely amused, and this one is going home astounded. But ladies and gentlemen, they have something in common. You see, while this fellow's going home amazed, this one amused, and this one here astounded, all three of them are going home together. Applause bothers some magicians, but not me. Now, anyway, we have three rings linked together. Let's take a look. Now, the gentleman we got them from were down here somewhere. Where'd the first one come from? Here. Hold out your hand, sir. Palm up. That's the sweaty side. Sir, please take the I can do. Here's the first one. There we are now, sir. Is that the same ring that you gave me earlier? It is. Thank you for giving it to me. I'll have it. Oh, there you are. There it is. Now, the other two rings are somewhat more difficult. You may ask, why are the other two rings more difficult? I'll tell you why. Because you're all watching so close. That's why. And I'm going to try to do it right here if I can. Let's see now here. No, I just don't. I just don't see how I can. I just don't see. I just saw. Just saw. I just saw. All right. Well, anyway, I'll tell you what. Young lady, would you mind step right up here on stage just for a moment? I'd like for you to turn and face the audience. Tell everyone your name. If you don't know your own name, tell them someone else's. Melissa, is that yours or someone else's? That's yours. All right, Melissa. There are two rings hanging from this pencil linked together. I would like for you to hold two fingers up in the air like that. These two, like you're going to take something. I want you to take a hold of the bottom ring. Hold on tight. Now pull. 2 and 3. My little 3-ring circus. Thank you. Thank you. Now, let's see what else we can do here. Boy, have I got a thing to show you. Oh, boy, have I got a thing to Boy, have I got a thing to show you. Boy, have I got a thing to Don't tell me I came all the way to Florida and left my thing in Texas. I'd be stretching a good thing too far. No, that's not it. Wait a minute. Ah, here it is, right here. It's a balloon. What do you think? Must have gotten it from Wendy's, because it's hot and juicy. You know, the other day I was doing a show. This lady came up to me after the show. She said, Mr. Earl, I would love to write you a fan letter to tell you what I thought of your show, but I can't write you a fan letter because I don't know how to spell. There are some people that claim they can remember all the way back to the very instant they were born. I am one of them. I can remember when I was born. Doctor didn't need to smack me. Smacked my father instead. And then he cut the cord. But before he cut the cord, he tied a knot in it first. Now, why do you suppose they tie a knot before they cut the cord? I'll tell you why they tie a knot before they cut the cord. So you don't go like that all over the road. That's why. Now, all right, we'll find it here. Thank you, sir. Tastes like Florida. painful sensation, almost an itching sensation. I don't have a thing for a painful itching sensation. Yes, I do too. Now, you know, I might as well have bought Compound W, because this stuff does not work. Tastes terrible. There we are, a little dab will do you. X marks the spot. People ask me all the time. They say, "Do your balloons burst often?" No, just once. I remind myself that no one has ever been killed by a bursting balloon. In their case, I'll make an exception. Here we go. How did I do that? What do I do now? All the way? Okay. In one side and out the other. I did it! Now, sir, you get to be the eyes and ears of the audience. You can be the nose and throat if you like. But what I would like for you to do, sir, is to take a good look at this needle and this balloon. Then answer me in a single, loud and clear word. Is that needle really going through that balloon? Say yes! Yes, yes! You get the point? Okay, go back to sleep. Now, the hard part comes when I withdraw the needle. You see, it'll probably bleed to death because I got it right on the vein. Jocular vein. Jocular vein. Won't do it. Well, I'm gonna have to burst it. Come out the other way. I'll have to burst it. Well, maybe I won't. Not a bad trick. You know, ladies and gentlemen, they say if you ever lose something valuable, like, an antique gold wristwatch or a sterling silver cigarette case or a half a gallon of gasoline, that you can almost find it simply by concentrating, by saying, let's see now, I know I'm getting close, I know it's here somewhere, I know, aha, here it is. That's what we call a psychometric response. I'm going to demonstrate a psychometric response for you tonight. But in order to do it, I do need to borrow something valuable from someone in the audience. And since there's nothing more valuable to us than our money, I thought something nice would be a bill, piece of currency. It's like a $11 bill. Wrong crowd. All right, how about a 50? It'll work with a 50 almost as well with a 50. How about a $20 bill? I'll take a $20 bill. I want a $20 bill. $20 bill, $20 $25. How about a $10 bill? $10, $5. How about one of your threes? Now, wait a minute. How about the dollar you saved on that shirt? I'll bet you still got it. Reach into your pocket and take out your, boy, it doesn't have much company, does it? Take out $1 did. It used to be a white coat. Now it looks something like something again with a paint by number set. All right, all set? Great, let's show. Wow. There it is, a big ragged circle right there around the seal of the dollar bill. Now, Joe, I'm going to fold that bill in half. Then I'm going to fold the bill in quarters. That's about all a bill is worth anymore, is quarters. And it goes here in the envelope, which I seal using the French method. And that envelope containing that bill goes right there in that urn in full view. Now, Joe, that is a Grecian urn. You may ask, what's a Grecian urn? About 20 drachmas a week before taxes. Now, I can wait. All right. Now, Joe, what I would like for you to do, may I have the pen back, please? That's how I got it. Thank you. I would like you to take these two envelopes out to any two ladies you have easy access to, that are sitting near the middle of the audience, and hand them the envelopes and ask them to hold up what they find inside, please. Take them down, hand them the envelopes. Two ladies, they both have them. All right. Look in the envelopes. Take out what you find inside. Hold it up nice and high. Hold it up nice and high. What do you got? Phony money, play money, phony Mazuma, the kind you get 20 years for trying to pass, right? All right. Please fold the phony dollar bills back in quarters so they're in quarters to simulate the feel of the real bill here in this envelope. Put the bill back in quarters, put the bill back in the envelope, and seal the envelope using the French method. Well, we got a real veteran down here. All right. Now, Joe, please collect the envelopes, bring them up on stage, and bring your feet with you. That's quite a feat. Very good. Thank you, Joe. Two envelopes containing the ponies. One contains the real bill. I mix all three of them like this. Now you don't know which one's which, right? Right. Now here's what happens, Joe. You are going to use your psychometric response. You are going to reach out there, let your destiny guide you. Take any one of those three envelopes. You have a completely free choice. I would like you to take any one of those three envelopes, and you will find that you have chosen the one that contains your dollar bill. You have a free choice. Pick any one you like. Not that one. You see, I just noticed that two of these envelopes now have bent corners. You come back up on stage, you take the one that doesn't have the bent corner, you found your bill. It's not fair to mark the envelopes, is it, folks? No, all right. We'll do it a little differently then, Joe. You'll turn your back slightly to me so you can't see the envelopes. Now, there are three of them, ladies and gentlemen. One contains the bill, the other two contain the ponies. He is going to take one of those three envelopes as he reaches back behind his back. Just reach right up here, Joe. Take one of those three envelopes. Any one of them. Got it? Take it today. Take your time. I'll get paid back in a minute. All right? Now hold it behind your back because, ladies and gentlemen, so sure am I he chose the proper envelope. I'm going to put his money where my mouth is, as if there were that much money in all the world, and burn those two envelopes. Is he about to commit himself to 15 years in a federal pen? God only knows. He's not talking because this is Fort Myers. All right, I like Fort Myers. It's a unique little town. Unique. Unus meaning one, equus meaning horse. All right, now, Joe, would you rather have what is in that envelope or what is in the other building behind door number 2? What's in the envelope? Good. Joe, as these envelopes here are burning away, burning in the urn, being consumed by flame, I want you to open that envelope. Show everyone, ladies and gentlemen included, that in the envelope is, as he opens it up, these are burning away. In that envelope, he takes out the bill and shows everyone that it is Joe. I'd like to give you something of equal value for that dollar bill. How about a nice belt pen? No? All right. I have a genuine Moroccan leather wallet made from a genuine Moroccan. Ever seen this fellow before? How do you know it's him? Well, nobody ever does. That's why he carries the American Express card. You gotta give him credit for that. Maybe you don't. Well, Joe, there's no money inside, but there is a zippered compartment, which right now is zippered shut. The only way into it is through the zipper. That's why I carry my insurance against just such a calamity as tonight. In that zippered compartment, there is an envelope, and that envelope, you will notice, is sealed with not one, but two seals. It's addressed to me at my Phoenix, Arizona address. Can you make out the postmark date?
Far, Texas.
Far. January. Did it come from Florida? You ever been there? Your wife never told you you were going too far? All right. Well, anyway, we have a triple seal envelope placed in my hands by the post office almost 6 weeks ago, zippered in my wallet until this moment. Tear it open, take out what you find inside, Joe. A $1 bill with a circle around the seal, the same bill. Joe, I would like for you to keep that envelope as a souvenir of the show. Try to figure out how I did it. You won't. Otherwise, I wouldn't give it to him, would I? How about a nice hand for this guy right here? All right? Thank you, Joe. Perhaps, ladies and gentlemen, the most famous name in magic ever to grace the American stage passed on more than 55 years ago. His real name was Erich Weiss. You know him better as Harry Houdini. Houdini left an incredible legacy. He left a reputation against which the rest of us are still being measured. And every now and then he played a show where people didn't pay either. Anyway, I'm going to get on your case till you come inside, you know. All right. Anyway, in a tribute to Harry Houdini, I thought it would be appropriate on my winter tour this year if I were to recreate for you the very escape which first gained Houdini his national prominence. That is, ladies and gentlemen, the escape from a straitjacket. Now, a straitjacket isn't nearly as easy to find as it was in Houdini's time. It has since been deemed a cruel and unusual punishment. And the only place they're still in use is in the armed services. Now, you're not going to be at all impressed or convinced the escape is genuine unless I get a couple of husky fellows up here to pull the straps good and tight to make sure this jacket is applied as it was meant to be done. So, how about this fellow behind the striped shirt, the gentleman with the... Yes, sir, you. If you don't mind, come right on up there. That's the idea. Come right on up. Now, how about the fellow that applauded for him so well in the green shirt? Give him a hand. Come right on up. Give him a hand, boys. Give him a hand. All right, over on this side, sir, if you don't mind. All right, hi, my name is Lee. What's yours? Herb. Hi, Herb. You enjoying the show so far? Yeah, we'll fix that. All right, now. Hi, what's your name? Hi, Al. How are you? I like that mustache. I like that. It breaks up the monotony of your face. Now, gentlemen, this is a straight jacket. It's triple stitched throughout. It's made of a particular type of cloth, a canvas, a non-stretchable material called a 20-ounce water-repellent duck for people who quack up. Testing. All right, now, I'm sorry, I'll do the rest of this straight. Well, it is a straight jacket. You folks don't really care, do you? is perhaps the most effective device ever invented for restraining the criminally insane. Ladies and gentlemen, this jacket was built to hold a crazy man. Stick out your arms. All right. You know, it doesn't look bad. We take in a little here, shorten the sleeves. They're all wearing it this year. It's a perfect fit. Go ahead, throw a perfect fit. All right, now I won't buckle you in it, but what I would like for you to do is to turn your back to the audience just for a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, after I'm in, don't put your hands on your hips. You look like a pair of scissors. And now, after I'm in the jacket, I'm going to ask the gentleman to attach the strap to the stainless steel buckle, starting in the neck, working all the way down, pulling them as tight as possible to the last notch in most cases. Then I'm going to cross my arms in front of me. Cross my arms in front of me. That's it. Then the strap from this side goes through the buckle from this side. They're going to get pulled really tight. Ever feel that tight before? That's not too bad. Well, that ain't all right. Hold on there just for a second. Now, just with me holding the straps tight, wrap your arm around there for a minute. Okay, now just with the straps, without anything else being buckled, does it feel pretty tight? Like it'd be pretty hard to get out of when it is buckled? It does, doesn't it? About the only way out is to talk your way out, right? Start talking. Go ahead, you slip off yours, I'll slip off mine. I like my tailor better. All right, and in we go. Now, I don't suppose you've ever seen one of these before. Well, I don't suppose you've seen one of these before. All right, what I'd like for you to do is to pull the straps nice and tight in the back, and you, sir, notice that I'm not gathering any extra slack and really crossing my arms. All the way to the last notch if you can, all right? Now, when Harry Houdini last escaped from the straitjacket, he did it in 1926. He did it in 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Well, when he did it in a curtained cabinet, unseen by the audience. There was always suspicion. I'm going to do it right before your very eyes, or your blue eyes, or your brown eyes, or your cross eyes. And One minute. I can lose it right here. Isn't it amazing, folks? How time flies when you're having fun. It was 2 minutes and 23 seconds. I remember now. 2 minutes. Oh boy. That's too much like work. My little heart is just... Whew. Who's that doing again? I'm not sure I can get out of this one tonight, but let me put this aside for just a moment. I would now like to... I have one more presentation to make for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. One more. Before I do, I need to make an announcement. Anybody that heads to the door now with a cheapskate? You have to leave. Come out this door here, that way we can all see who you are. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some people think I do this for the fun of it. They're right. I do this for the fun of it. The more money I make, the more fun it is. Now, I receive absolutely no compensation whatsoever from the Scrooges, from the management of the park. My entire livelihood depends upon your generosity, your integrity, and how much you've enjoyed tonight's show. Now, the management has allowed me, however, the option of passing my hat, and they have assured me that whenever the hat is passed, you are indeed very generous. So, you're beginning to get the idea. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is mon chapeau. Chapeau, chahal, looks more like a shahat to me. Looks like a little spectre shadoo right there in the shahat. Looks like a little shabird shadoo. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't come here tonight to plead for a fee. I didn't come here to grovel for the duty. I'm not going to get down on my knees and beg. Like heck, I'm not. Ladies and gentlemen, it was suggested earlier that I give some sort of indication not too bad. That's about a penny a laugh. That's about the best deal you're going to get in entertainment today, I guarantee you. Now, anyway, if you are a little short of folding cash, I do take MasterCharge and Visa. And just drop your card right in the hat. I'll return it to you shortly after the show. Barely used. All seriousness aside, ladies and gentlemen, let your conscience be your guide. If you don't have a dollar, quarters will do. It takes 4 of them. And from a hard case, aren't I? I'm going to pass the hat around, starting over here. We'll let it work its way back and forth down the aisles. Then we'll let it come up the side where all the folks are here. Now, my wife is already outside with a hat for those people over here in the back who thought they were going to get away. Now, don't tell me you were standing there looking for a friend. Not for a whole hour you weren't. I've heard that story before. All right. You saw the show. Now pay up like everybody in here. Anyway, I'm going to pass the hat around. It goes right in here. I'll let your conscience be your guide. Here's where it goes. Right in here. Yes, sir, I sure do. Just put her in, pass the hat on across. Kids, if you don't have anything, don't worry. Your folks in the back will make up for it. Bless your heart. All right. Oh, and I'm going to show you one more. I'm going to show you one here that was taught to me by my uncle. He invented this trick, my uncle did, because he had to have something that he could do with the leftovers. And when I mean he had to have something he could do with the leftovers, I mean he had a lot of leftovers. You see, this was my drinking uncle. I won't say he drank a lot, but he can remember when Johnny Walker couldn't even crawl. He says he took a drink every now and then to steady himself. Sometimes he gets so steady he couldn't move. Anyway, it uses a bottle, a glass, and these 2 paper tubes. You Yeah, then I was left holding the bag. All right, anyway, I would like to leave you, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to leave you with this thought. Of all the audiences I've had on my winter tour, you have been the most recent. And I would also like to leave you with this old Greek blessing. Na atisthesis, na atisthesis kalizoi. That's Greek to you, right? What that means is time flies like an arrow, but truth flies like bananas. What that also means, ladies and gentlemen, is this. It means that if you've had just half as much fun tonight as I have, then I guess I've had twice as much fun tonight as you have. It also means that you have been a wonderful audience. It means that I think you have been very, very generous, both with your applause and your donations. It also means I hope sometime I get the chance to return here to Fort Myers Leisure Park, sit down for about an hour, watch you sweat up here.